So good morning and welcome to the very first EPEAI, the Economic Perspective on Artificial Intelligence, here at Muelheim an der Ruhr at our campus of the Hochschule Ruhr West. I'm very glad and very proud that we have such an intensive program to offer in these 2 days. And I'm also very happy to have such an international auditorium here, as we have participants, moderators and speakers from South Africa, from Brazil, from Lithuania, and I think someone from Canada is here, someone from the University of Barcelona, over there, welcome. Then we have people from the Hochschule in Zurich, Switzerland. So we have quite a few who traveled a long way to our conference, and we are very happy to welcome you here. Online we have also people from Japan and from the US joining us. So welcome to you all, and a warm welcome of course also to the ones who came from almost next door, like Düsseldorf, Bottrop, Essen, Düsseldorf, Köln, and wherever you come from. So a warm welcome to all of you. Before we start, let me briefly introduce the organizing committee, which is Michael, Joshua, and myself. So we will be the hosts for the 2 days, and together we will have an enjoyable and successful conference. So thank you for coming, and now I hand over to Michael.
And we will talk about artificial intelligence today, tomorrow, and as you know, it's a very dynamic environment. And therefore, I'm very happy to welcome as a first speaker a professor, a colleague, who is not only the president of our university, but also an expert for dynamics. In this case, it's thermodynamics, and she did her PhD about iron additives in flames. So if you have any questions about that, please ask Susanne. And today she is the president of our university, and to say it, that's also a very dynamic environment. Susanne, Professor Dr. Susanne Staude, we are happy that you are here, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Isabel and Michael, for organizing this conference, and a warm welcome also from me to all of you who are joining here, all our guests, but also all our colleagues from the Hochschule Ruhr West. It is a great pleasure for me to open this conference, especially I think you're aware that at the end of the January we were a victim of a cyber attack, and my last month was basically ruled by crisis management and speaking into lots of videos for informing our students of what's happening or isn't happening. And so it's really nice to be here today and to do something that university should be about, which is science and research and innovation. And that's just much more enjoyable than dealing with cybercriminality. At least if you're not a professor for cybercriminality, which I'm not, as we heard, I'm a professor for thermodynamics. So, yeah, welcome to this conference on the economic perspective of artificial intelligence. There is not an awful lot that I can tell you about artificial intelligence, but I can tell you a little bit about our university. The Hochschule Ruhr West was founded in 2009 as a university to support this region in its transformation process from an economy based on heavy industry and coal into a knowledge-based economy. And this was sort of our founding mission, to support this transformation process. We do this by providing education, and we do this through our innovation. On the education side, we started 2009 We moved into these buildings 2016, and all of you who come from universities know or can appreciate how wonderful it is to have such brand new buildings. Most universities don't and suffer for it. We really enjoy these wonderful buildings. But we were founded in 2009. We started with 80 students in 2 degree programs. We now have about 6,500 students in over 30 degree programs. So that is some process of growth. We have decided that we finished now with growing. It is not our aim to grow any further. I know for you as economists that might shock you a little bit, but we might live in a post-growth world. So I think we're again, forerunners also in this particular field. So our aim is now to maybe, I think my colleague Werner Halver said, our growth field now is quality in education and quality in innovation, and I think what is happening here today is exactly one of those things. So when you build a new university, you think at least you can start from scratch and do everything better than everything that old universities have. It's not entirely true. There's laws that governs how universities are built, but there are some things that we could and did do differently, quite on purpose to other universities, and that is to avoid faculty silos. I'm sure you know that feeling of a faculty silo, where one faculty works as a silo, and even though it belongs to the same university as a different faculty, they don't actually know each other. Apart from the time when they're fighting for money, then they know that the other ones are definitely not as good as themselves. So this is, I think, typical for universities, and we are working, we have tried very hard from the beginning, and I think we were quite successful, but it is still work to do, or to carry on doing, to make our faculties feel not only part of one university, but also be dependent on each other. And we've started that by making sure that each degree program has modules of other faculties. So our teachers move through the degree programs of different faculties. And the result of this is very basic. They know teachers, lecturers, professors from other faculties. And that's why you're here, cooperation starts with knowing people. Cooperation is always between people. I mean, also sometimes, of course, between people and machines, but often also just between people. And people cooperate if they know each other. And if they know each other, then they get to know each other by working together like you do in this conference. That's why you're here. You're hoping, you could also just read each other's papers, but you don't. You come here and you talk about them. And this is exactly what happens also when you have degree programs which feed off each other. People get to know each other, and you have cooperation not only in the degree programs, but also in research. And this is why I think this conference, Economic Perspective on Artificial Intelligence, fits perfectly to our university, because it is exactly that cross-disciplinary approach of information technology, mathematics, and economics. And this is what I think our university stands for. And so it's just perfect that this conference is here, and I'm very glad that you're all here to exchange your ideas, your thoughts, your researches. And I am sure that many innovative ideas will come from this cooperation that will start here and continue. Maybe some have started already. Continue into the future, because this is our goal as a university, is also to aid this region through the innovation that starts here, that starts often in cooperation with the local companies, often in cooperation with the students of our university, but also, of course, with the students and the colleagues from our partner universities, many of which are here today. So, yes, that is a brief sum up maybe of our university, I think one thing I've forgotten, what actually do we do apart from AI and economics? So we have departments on economics, obviously. We have a department on computer science. We also have departments on other engineering fields. So we're a very technical university with a very strong economic department. And like I say, a lot of that joining together a very innovative research and degree programs. With that being said, I think I wish you now a wonderful conference. I'm sorry that I can't be here the whole time. A little bit sorry, also, a little bit realistic. I wouldn't understand half of it, what you talk about, because I am no expert in economics nor in artificial intelligence. I hope that I understand enough of my next speaker that I can follow his talk. Okay, he's nodding, thank God. Wonderful. Then, Michael, I give the thing back to you. I wish you all a wonderful conference and great networking at the same time. Bye-bye.